Welcome to my game development stream. First, we're always going to look at the current state of the game. For that, I need to start my development environment. And then we're going to look what we're going to do today. Starting takes a few seconds. Oops, nope. Did I do? I reverted what I was already reverted. I need this start command. No. Localhost. So, there's my current game. I'm the blue dots, the black dots are enemies. I shoot white dots, and if I come too close to enemies or I hit them with a bullet, they're gonna start running to me. If they catch up to me, they're gonna do damage to me, and my HP goes down. And if I kill enough enemies, I get a level up, which gives me a random skill point to get stronger. Let's do this. No, after 10 enemies, I get my first level up and skill point. I take multi-shot. Now I shoot 2 bullets. And now this continues. I'm too far away, enemies stop following me, and if I'm too far away, they also will just not move. So this is a current state. I have also automated testing, which is mainly not interesting, but if I press this button, don't press anything, recorded one just plays itself a slightly faster speed, which is used as automatic testing where I can see if still everything works, so I can test it faster when it's done automatically. Also, this is not a good test, this is just let's call it framework for being able to automatically test. Now, I have a game task file where I can cook what were my last ideas which I work on, analyze and improve performance. Web paint with caching, I already did this last time a lot, so I don't think there's any room for improvement. The multiplayer test speed up currently not works, but I would see it as slightly less important currently. Bug infinite path employment, as there's a bug which results in infinite loop. I have to fix it someday. Performance bug pulling, and this is another performance problem. So this is the option I've down, but I can think of more. Current. Let me verify some things. My test is here. Currently set to single player route. I make a 0 frame skip. Make a 0 timeout. I wanna see how fast the 10. Let's make a 60 frame skip. So this control set, I only paint the canvas every 60 ticks. Be once per second, but because I say 0 timeout, he just tries to do as many ticks as possible. So I will get more frames per second, but the game will run faster. And didn't I reload? Didn't look like. Oh, this looks correct. We see a lot less frame rate. And this one's in 10 seconds, a 30 seconds test, which still feels far too slow for what's happening. this is still too slow for little stuff happening, or so little, so okay. So I can still look into performance, or I think this bug there's an easy bad fix for it. I wonder if is an already existing A star pathfinding infinite loop. Let's see if this is my problem. This might be more of a bug. I don't see not quite, I think. Seems to be a different problem. A star infinite map and no guarantee pass. This. Yeah, this is mine. So no solution. So it seems like Google doesn't help me so easily, then I make the easy solution for now. And maybe think about the complex solution another time. Pathfinding is in character. So get next waypoint is the main loop. There's here the iteration. And it can return null. I think I handle this. Let's create a counter. Not here. Zero. Let max counter is just do this for now. Counter plus plus if counter größer max counter we break. currently break is enough, but it's better to return null, I would say. This is a simple prevention of infinite loop. Now let's look, do we have the distance here? Open nodes came from already traveled distance is not interesting. I think I calculate the distance. Let's take this. We have a target and we have a start. And it's an ij, so it's not an xy, I think. Position to tile? Yo, this are tiles, okay. There's more a tile distance and not real distance, which is okay. We calculate the distance. If it's 2, should I multiply by 10? So I would allow 20 if it's close, could be working. I should have done a test maybe. Because it's hard to find such a place because it's very rare. I can test if they still want to me. One back. So far it's looking fine. If here would be a tree, then this could not find a path to me and would result in infinite loop before. And can I place one there? I need to know its coordinate. But just let's assume it works for now. So we have a very simple fix, not really tested, but let's put it here. Not quite good solved. You are currently only solved max counter. Do I have? Let's put it in future. Currently don't think such a problem might change. So now I have a performance bug related to passing another one. I think I also will do this in the future because it's a long time since I did functional stuff. So performance bug, this will become, it's also not yet so important. I want to look a little bit more in performance, I think. And Firefox was a better browser, or it was giving me more accurate performance values, more believable performance values. So I have my test. Let's see how fast Firefox is currently. 11 seconds. I think Chrome was doing it on 10. Let's increase the frame skip because I'm currently not interested in painting. I already did it a lot. I think this was done in 10 on Chrome. 9, okay, close. But still, I don't see why so high. But recording. Capture recording. Here we see wanna, yes, tick 55%. Windows set timeout. Why? I said 0 timeout, that the timeout should not take any time. It still takes 22%. This looks strange to me. Paint 70% is acceptable. %. So the timeout actually takes a lot of time. Instead of 0 timeout, I can also let's one multiple times. Something we're gonna try. But let's look what the next thing is. Tick map characters is 33%. Detect character death is 7%. This can also be heavily improved. Because I detect hitting, and if I didn't hit, I don't need to detect character death. Let's go into ticking, tick characters, tick fixed position with one dynamic character. Here says 30%, but they don't add up to 10% in here, but not listed. This is 30%, yes, I need 90% tick characters. I still cannot look in the source. This is the JS. Character 28. The character is only a for loop. Oh, here, 30 to 19. So the for loop takes already 10%. This is interesting. Only just the amount of petitions I do is the main problem. And the tick function is then only 19%. The tick is low. Tick fixed position with one enemy. Let's look at the real enemy. If he's dead, it's easy. If not, if it's already the next tick time, or if I have a next tick time, this is a number. This is not good. Undefined. If it's not, so 1 is true, 0 is false. I don't have it, so if it's undefined, it should be the correct. Because 0 is also a valid value, also. What happens? 0 is false. Would be true, so it would go in here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So the next tick time should happen now based on game time. Or if I was hit recently, I tick. Next tick time is determined. I'm not aggroed. And takes a distance. Distance could be 1,000, and it's ticking every second. Then I move OK. But the determine enemy move direction is the thing which takes the most. Determine closest character, determine enemy direction. Or I do the passing, of course. Passing takes time. Currently only cash per tick. It's only 12%. So a lot of little improvements, but the easiest would be to find out how many enemies I tick to get an idea. To do it in game. Tick map characters. I push alt. And let's console log. Oops. Characters.lengths. I could you lose this? Just 1,700, 2,000. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. let's reduce the amount. You think it's currently not necessary? I have tick map characters, passing cache, all characters, active chunkies. Okay, I set these somewhere. Generate missing chunks. Determine active chunks. I have determined 1000 distance from characters. Let's do 750 and see how much it changes. It halves. Let's do 600. Means this should be value in my game at the end, but maybe it will become a dynamic value sometime. Let's remove the console log. Let's reload and test. Still, it doesn't feel that fast. This is strange. Or it feels strange. You would expect it to run faster. It was 9.6. I think it is basically the same. So if I put it back to 1000, reload, run my test. It's basically the same. Why? Let's see if the same happens in Chrome. Nope, I need this window. "10 seconds, I will do it one more time. "9 seconds. Already am on 600. What did I change here? Not save. I have changed. Ah, this thing. Okay. It looked the same. 9 seconds and with 1000 enemies. With 1000 distance. Here. This again. It's a minor difference. Does not make sense to me. Well, it's not. The active chunks are only responsible for the tick of enemies, I think. And this was at least 30%. So if I have 30% of performance, I get a 15% improvement. In 10 seconds, it would be 1.5 seconds. Yeah, tick map characters. Detect character death is independent on active chunks. Determine active chunks. Generate missing chunks. Still feels strange that nope. Let's do a new performance analysis. So now let's see, we are from 55, 33 to 53 and 31. Tick map characters. Tick characters. Now it displays the error push. Interesting. Still similar. If I 12 and 13 seconds. Now the runner tick. So basically paint still takes. I paint all feels strange. That's currently my performance. Doesn't look like I find something easy to improve my performance on. But it still feels very too slow for what's happening for me. Oops, no test. I cannot want to play once normally. Can easily gather a lot of enemies and this works fine. So I can run away and create a spike click. I have to get this bunch. Yes, no, I get the. Okay, let's change it to slow down. Don't need this. Okay, all those enemies running back. Now I get the slowdown. This is a bug I have, I could still fix, because it's not that hard to fix. But not that high of a priority for me. So, yeah, unable to find an performance improvement. Let's clear it, I would say. And just throw it in here. Let's do something functional then. No. Yeah, I think I will go in enemies, but I will currently enemies scale linear by distance, not easy notice able that they get stronger. So instead use the level, I will call it. So enemy strength always jump notice able and give them different sprites. Images is a better word. So I would say I make my reasoning. Let's make task create enemy sprite images. Would be one task, multiple colors. Maybe we can create multiple colors, some animation, idle, moving, some HP. Does it make sense? Yes. Low HP color changes. Or does this belongs together? If HP low, then change color changes. Is an idea. There's more functionality. Or not color change, but well, it's still. But we can try multiple colors, some animation, idle moving. Let's just do it. I have GIMP as my paint tool. Now I have to decide on my sprite size for enemies. let's just do 20 by 20, but we will have multiple frames. If I have 40 by 40, I can increase it later. So let's start with 2020. Is this my background color? I will need transparent background. Does this already have an alpha channel? Perfect. Let's try to use new layers. Don't know if I need it, but let's do it. My first enemy is just a simple slime type. It's not this is size 5. Interesting. 1. So I have a round enemy with eyes. Slimes have a mouse. Or it's just eyes. So this is my simple slime. Could now fill with some color. Let's just take it for now. Maybe I'll just take it. We want to start simple. Save. Where am I? Game dev. Public images. Slime enemy. And that is PNG. So I clicked something. Now I'm wondering how I can make this color of the enemy dynamic. But we will see maybe by code. Does this enemy also have a paint? Don't think we currently have paint assets. Let's see if I paint map. I paint a character. And this is just done here. I have a character. I think characters have a type, and based on the type I could... This is not used. The model. Character here. ID, size, color, move speed. Type. is also not currently. Okay. Should I use the type for the image? Currently would be good enough. So if it's good enough now, let's do it. Don't paint if the dead, and I want to use image now. But how do I do it with the map? I cache it somewhere. With the tiles I wanted. Do I have it? And tile here. Tile values. It's in the map. Okay. I will do a next for characters. Do it in model. Don't know if it fits here, but let's just throw it in. Visit enemy. Sprites or images. I just have to, let's call it sprite. And I need a type. Map tile says right. Why do I write it all big? And this needs. Let's look a map again. Type map tiles. Map tiles is just. Here map tile, but currently this is more than I need. But if it's enemy sprites, it will be enemy sprite key number. Let's think. I will have an image. I only want to load images once, and this is. So sprite is not correct. That's actually images, enemy images. I think a sprite would be just one part of the image. Later, enemy images, enemy image. I have a number. Would more or less say I have a string. Why did I choose a number? I don't know. So enemy image. Okay, if I color Image path, image ref, blocking. Tiles can block enemies. Don't have that feature currently. Name, color, image path. So I need the image path, the image ref to don't duplicate load it. Color. Do I need a name if I take the key? Takes the key to find it. And it can be empty. Now I fill it, or let's call it slime. Image path is equals did I fill it here? Just images, okay. Also it doesn't go back. Okay, it's based on here. Then I should just be able to do this. It's not grass, it's slime. Did I call it slime enemy? Maybe a folder enemies would have been better, but currently it's good enough. Let's think. The functionality of caching. Not loading again. Similar between character and tiles. I duplicated a bit. Do I care? Does it matter? I think there's a slight difference, so it's not set. Not this terrible. I will keep it. So I get the center. Why do I get the center? I have the camo. Camera position and the character. Based on these values, I know where to paint my character. If you're unsure, it's character XY. It's not inside of my canvas, I don't paint. And here I paint. I would need to character the color also. Okay, it's my idea was to be able to change the color of the enemy, so it might become relevant. Let's go back to paint tile. Okay, I have IDs for tiles, that's why I a little bit more space saving. Used it. So I test if this enemy exists in my. Then I see if the image path exists. If yes, I'm gonna paint it. If I don't have the image yet, I want to load it. So this is also stupid. If it's not ready, I don't need to paint it. Image not complete. Let's do it this way. When image is ready, I will paint it. And here's the same thing. Now I paint it if it's ready. Let's see if it still works. Where is this currently running here? Still seems fine. And if I think this is decent, image ready, currently can't take advantage of it. So yeah. And why did it? It's not tile values, but me sprites. And currently it just takes a slime. Let's me sprite is a slime. So if this thing has an image path and has an image reference, but doesn't have it, and I want to load it. If it's see, I can improve the code. I to do it like this. If don't need this else in this case. If I don't have a ref, I means I need to load it. And after that, I can check if it's completed, and if it's completed, I paint it. If I paint it, oh, I think this can be undefined. I checked it here. If the color is undefined, oh no, if, what do I have here? If the image path is undefined, I missing image path for enemy sprite, enemy. But here I also have an else. Enemy unknown for painting. I have a paint X. I have a paint Y. wait a second, paint character. So I also paint the enemy character over it, which means I don't have that yet, because I actually paint the player. And this is only if character type equals. Did I have enemy? Currently don't know what my player. Can I see it here? Leveling character, okay. If I'm a leveling character, then enemies. Then it's not the sprite is also the same word. Enemy sprites. Didn't rename it. Enemy image, enemy sprites. Oops, I can. See if it's. Okay, I did not. Let's no. This and now we rename it. Check character image. Oh, it's not the image. Image name. Image ID maybe. It's an identifier. Oops, I should have. It's an ID. No, it changes everything. Slime. It doesn't. Let's call it player for now. He doesn't find it. Let's see what happens. Okay. The enemy now has the same color as the grass. Might be not the best. And I'm not hitting them. I do not paint them correctly. Doesn't arc start top left, same as image? When I determine... the size is no different. But let's see the difference what I have. Detect projectile to character hit. I calculate distance character, so xy of character and xy of projectile. And if I paint them not centered, or do I paint projectiles? Where is it? Game paint projectiles. Paint projectiles. I have the projectile. I don't care about the size. So basically, top left, I don't paint the middle of the projectile. I can change it up. It's not that big to make a big difference. But I basically need to move it to the center of it. It has a size. Oh, the center is there, because it's how collision is detected. Now let's look how I paint the enemy. The character, I don't do this here. Do the same. I will need to do, no. If I do paint, most likely should do it there. Character has a size. Don't consider it here. Don't know if it's better or worse. Let's try a bit. Now I run against it. And here I'm in it. This doesn't seem right. So, and I'm only, yes, I'm in it here too. It seems completely off. But isn't this how I detect? If I move these two again and reload, here it's, I need to be on the left, on the top. Feels fine. But the enemy, I always put it in, do I put it in the center? Create them, create fix. Gives it a chunk. Create enemy plus X. And plus X is center map key pose. Yeah, I have here the chunks. This is the top left of a chunk. Then I put it in the middle. Based on this image, the middle, it's painted bottom left of it, which is not correct. Want it to be painted here. When I paint a character like this, I would expect it to be more centered. No, it still looks wrong. Nothing changed. Okay, the size of this enemy is currently not that big. Let's find it. Where do I create them? Size is 5. They're currently just 20. So now they are centered, but my collision with tiles is not based on my center. Okay. Does this make sense? No. But let's look. If I move I take character X and Y, I move, and if this is blocking, I don't change. If it's not blocking, I set. And if I'm not a player, I have to check if I change the chunk of the enemy. Something still feels wrong. I can run far into this tile. Do I care about size if is position blocking? No, is the center blocking space is a question. Character X. Something feels off. Paint tile is painted on its own canvas. Paint map. Based on camera position. Width and height. Also do this calculation a lot. So let's see if enemies feels. Oh, this looked bad. Doesn't look right. The left might have been correct. Top might be too early. Let's see with this. Disappear slightly before. This looked fine. Let's see. This looked okay. Still looks like they barely not hit him. I did not quite see it. This looked very strange. Can I? In the slow version, it feels okay, but if I aggro a lot of them, sometimes it looks like I don't hit them, but they disappear. Maybe I should reduce this here. This looks like a fire. I miss them, but it's hitting them. How can I? Check. I think there are two. Yes, I don't. It doesn't look like I hit him. Interesting. Do I wanna? No, I wanna look into it later. No, I wanna increase the size of this file image. I don't know where I can do it. Edit. Preference seems wrong. Image. Canvas size. Yeah, let's make a 40 out of it. Size, perfect. Oh, I want to copy this. Move it here. Can be the same layer. Now, can I a simple up-down movement I wanted to do. So squish this view a bit. Transform. That's a selection. Shrink. Not quite. Selection editor. Don't know. opportunely. I think this makes a new selection. This 1 pixel too big, this 1 pixel too small. Okay. And these are the pixels, okay. I thought this pattern was a pixel, but this is not correct. No, this is a 2020. How to shrink? Ah, this shrinks the selection, not the actual points behind it. See. Shrink. Okay, this shrinks the selection, but not the image behind it. Let's try this. I will try it's the same thing. I also don't want to do this. Yes, what I wanted. Oh no, this keeps everything same, but why not? Interesting. Not quite what I wanted. Oh, not everything. Move selection. So it cannot change it to this because it looks like this, but let's see what. Let's keep it. Let's maybe paint it. I want black. I want it. This looks too different for me. But let's see what happens. Save, export. Now what's happening here is he paints both every time. I don't want to do this. Character paint is here. Paint image is here. I have the source. And XY. 2020. Is this already enough? Oh, it's squished. This is the target. Now we need the source. What's the alt again? Now if I could, do I have the game? What do I have here? Position, character, CTX. Let's make something stupid, but performance, no. This is actually sprite number or something like this. Performance now, modulo 2. No, this changes too much. Divided by 1000. Was performance now was milliseconds, I think. This would make it. Let's do 250 modulo 2 because I don't have more sprites. This is sprite number times 20. I think this is correct. X is left, right. All 250 milliseconds is no changes. Okay. What did happen? I divided, I didn't do modulo. Doesn't change between 1 or 2? Sprite number modulo 2. Do I have to mass.floor? Okay, now they're all syncing themselves. This is not what I wanted, and it's more look like they're blinking instead of moving. So what I wanted to do did not work. Then let's I can now do a new layer. I have it selected. If I paint, and I can now see a bit around it. Did it work? No. Why do I only paint on a... Oh, I have... what was this? I have a selection here. None. Now let's delete this. Delete it. Select none. I don't have something selected. I make this visible again. Take my pen again. And now I make a more squished version. Put this in the foreground. I remove this. Okay, fine. Let's. Oh no, I'm painting in the wrong layer. I don't know if I. Here. And I don't know how I. Oh. Remove. Perfect. And why I painted the eyes on the wrong layer? How can I can't want to move the eyes here. So back to this layer, back to black, paint the eyes here. Somehow I messed it up again. As is selected, I have a pen to paint. Cannot paint if it's not. Did it work? And it worked, perfect. Now I can fill this. Now I select this and I will. Perfect. No. Now try this. Save. Save. File. Export. I've done it. Reload. Now they're all syncing their movement. I think. Let's see. Doesn't touch me, but I lose HP. Let's see. Does it mean I have an idea. The size is not the radius, the diameter. Which means that if I go to tick character, determine enemy hits player, enemy size, that's correct. It's more like this. Half the size to half the size. This was not visible before that much. Let's see. Not quite perfect, but this is because the ducks are a bit smaller. Oh, and doesn't look quite correct. This was fine. It come from below. Looks fine. It's on the left top. No, they're in me and don't hit me. Doesn't feel quite right. But I to look into it later. Enemy hit, enemy or projectile hit detection seems a bit off. Oh. I have enemy sprites. I have some animation, idle moving. No, it's just multiple colors I don't have. Can I? Alter one. What do I need to do? Can I change the image I loaded? Let's see. Maybe I Google JavaScript canvas image change color. Change color image in canvas. See if that's what I want. I want to change color. So I use canvas document test image. Build style red direct draw image. Get image data. Okay. And I have data. These are my pixels. And I can then, for X pixels, I have RGB. And the fourth is this transparency. I can change it. But my structure doesn't allow it. So here I haven't loaded it. If it's complete, let's see. I can check it. Let test equals this. Test point. What do you think is this? Automated image element. Correct. I think it's correct. And I have a get image data. Get image. No. Do I first need the canvas or something? Yes, CTX. Have something like canvas or JavaScript get pixel of image. Maybe this is more like what I was searching. I have an image. I have a canvas. I paint the image. And then I can take the image data. Okay. Fine. Currently, I save the image reference. Once it loaded, I could put it into a canvas, and once it's in canvas, I could change it. I'm not quite sure. Do I want to do it? Task. Move this down as being less important. Create enemies by them in multiple colors. I could create multiple colors directly in the image, but then I'm limited to these colors. Dynamic colors seems to be possible. I think dynamic colors, enemy as one base color which can be changed by code. Let's see. So me character model probably. I have the slime. I have the image reference, but this is not quite perfect. Game model has a canvas rendering context, which might be more what I need. And I could need to convert color to an ID more or less. Or I can change the size of the canvas later, I think. Random sort to enemy projection of map collision also. So back. Color to ID. To color to sprite. Let's call it sprite. To sprite is can make a map. String is a color to a number. To one number. Enough, I think. Does it work? First, I load the image. If my image ref is ready, I can convert it to a canvas. And based on the color of the enemy, I can create one extra sprite. This is not perfect. It's a map where I string to a number, but I need the number. I cannot the length. It's more an array, is it? An array of strings. So I have color in here, and I need the index of the color word. This gives me, I think this is better, but it's more difficult to understand. Let's try it. I still want the base color. Let's call it base color. Base color will be green. I hope it's green. Maybe I need to change it later. Let's this is a model. Let's make a new function load sprite. I don't know if this is good. Sprite load image. Let's call it load image. I have the image ID exist and image path is undefined. In character. I don't know how long is it can, but the canvas, which is if it's not undefined. Did I mess something up? I did mess something up. The image path needs to exist. The image reference will be now canvas. And let's get this down here. Not quite sure if it's efficient. I image image. This is, I mean, an image exist or export. And then I can check things okay. And here I can so end this. I need to load it as long as it's undefined. Same from here. And if the canvas exists, I draw it. But I will draw the canvas. No, not the canvas. What do I draw? Paint. The 2D context I paint. Or draw image. No, it's a canvas I saw in here. Or image canvas. Or image canvas. Something still is not. There's a canvas rendering context. HTML canvas element. I think I messed up. This is no HTML canvas element. So this is correct. So you can paint it. Okay. Let's see here. If canvas is undefined, if image ref is undefined, we do this. Make a new image. I set the source and I put it in my data. Then as soon as it's complete, I need to paint it to my canvas enemy image, and I will need a color, which is a string. Enemy, character color. So this enemy has schema character image ID exists as enemy image path. I load it, and if it exists in here, I can draw it, but I paint the canvas and a part out of it. Okay. I just need the canvas to be painted and created. I have done it in map paint already. Here. Let's do it. Let's call it image CTX. Chunk size is not currently, it's 20. No, it's. Can I. Image ref. Has this a width? It has a width. Okay. 8. It has to exist. And width. If it's complete. Something is still off. The canvas is still undefined. This is here. I load it. If it completed the load, I paint it. I create the canvas. I paint on the canvas. So it's just a copy basically. I just paint the image. If I also just paint it over, and it's this thing. Enemy image, paint it. Now I can set it. Enemy canvas is equals image CTX. Something is not working. Okay, I need the canvas, not the CTX. And I need enemy image point base color should already be set. But I will. Color to sprite 0 is. I initialize the array, and it will be the base color, enemy image base color. Enemy image base color, okay. And now if the canvas is undefined, here I define the canvas. So it's basically in here at last if color not base color. I want to create. Can I change the size later? Canvas 8 will be plus equals Oh no, this is not quite. If this is not correct here. So if I need a second check if I now have the canvas and enemy image color to sprite index off. Color equals -1. I think this is what index of returns. Not present is -1. So if the color is not present, then I need to edit. But let's call it console log to do. I first want to get it running. We'll see if it works till here. I load the image. I throw in the color, which currently has no effect. And then if the canvas exists, I get the sprite number. This is animation number. And let's sprite color. Sprite animation and sprite color. Let's maybe it's not the best names, but see, I have this thing. I have my color to sprite index of character color. And if white color -1 should not happen. Do I throw an error? Well, I don't care for now. Plus thing times 20. Number or undefined? Ah, no. Here, I want this to be. Let's see what happens. Something broke. Enemies are no longer painted. Super slow, so something does not work yet. Let's see, network. I will switch to Chrome again. Network does tell something. Seems I loaded. chrome at least once faster, but the enemies are not painted yet. Paint the canvas. Image wrap, paint it over. I only need to look. Character, bottom. See, he has a canvas, or he finds a canvas. Sprite animation is 0 and -1. Character color is black. Okay. Now it makes sense. Enemies are black, not green. So the easiest cue and change would be, no, it's in here. Turn them to black. And they work again. See if Firefox performance issues are working again. And I will use Chrome again for now. I will now take the color back to green. I will go back to character paint. And I'm now here in the to-do. Didn't I miss the to-do? I've guessed it was written down once, okay. So I got into here. One thing I have to do is I push the color. I need to get the context of the canvas after increase in size. So I wanna increase it height. I have a image and canvas. I add one more line basically, one more row. Then I get the rendering context. I paint my image, but this time it's no, I need to change the height, but let y paint y is paint y equals this value. I will remember it. I paint it there. Now I did not change the color, but it says the color would be now on this position. Let's see if something we can paint it. Looking good. Let's now image ctx and get image data. SX okay, I'm unsure how to use it. I draw an image, I extract pixel color. Extract pixel color. Calls. Width of the image. Position of this pixel, position of this pixel. Okay. Data. Where does the data come from? Image data. Image data, the complete thing. And then data. Okay. I can also do this. I don't need the complete, but for the first twice I can use it. Well, I can change it up. I will only use I start from paint Y and go to the height. So this is only the last edit. Oh, I get the image, and from that I want seems the data. Or what is else in here? Color space. So I take the data, but I don't save it. Let image data. Only and pixel is this. But okay, this is alpha, red, green, blue. Position. What does the extract pixel color? This is C. And then I convert it to RGB value. Okay. Can I compare this? Basically, I want Let hex code. Might need code for this at the end. Do I want something like this? I wanna iterate over every pixel, so I'm a bit different. I am pixel and times 4 is the position. I understand how the data works. I just need to iterate over every pixel. Or for pixel is pixel start, call it pixel start equals 0. Oh no, pixels. I think it works. Pixel start is smaller image data size length, and in pixel start is plus equals 4. Now I need to know what type of color I want. What type of color? JavaScript comp color values. So should be avoided at all cost. Okay, it's a terrible idea, but I can control it. So what does GIMP give me for color values? Do I see it somewhere? I have RGB 100. I can also do the 255. Okay, perfect. Then let's do this. I keeping down here, the model will no longer be a string, but okay, this gets more complicated because I currently use the color differently. Can also create a color conversion. Hmm. So I would rather do a color conversion maybe. Export. It's I have but it should be const color. Let's call it this. And I have green will be 0 G255, comma, and actually blue is 0. It's like this. I also need an alpha channel. I want to compare the alpha channel. So let's keep it here. Then I need black. Black is, I think, 000. Not it will be white, but let's see what happens. We have the pixels. Let color RGB is equals color conversion for the color. Color is a string. I can import it. He doesn't like the types. Can I approve it? I will have let's call it color. No, it's a type color conversion. Is it? Let's just see. I have strings. It's going to R number, G number, number. This is now type. And now he likes it here. Okay. So if let to color equals, this is to color. This this is a new color. This is to change color. And this is TX. No, not image ZTX. Enemy image base color. Change color is the base color. And new color is the color. Okay. If I just change the pixel, does this work? We will see. If image data pixel start I think 0 is red, blue, red, green, blue has to be equals to change color. Red and +1 will be green and +2 will be, I deleted, be red, green, blue. If these three are color I'm searching, I will change them to, which will be new color, the red value, 1 too many, 2, 3, second is green, third is blue. Let's think again. I increase it, I paint it over, I change the values. But now I'm not sure if I'm changing this array I get here. If I actually change the colors of the pixel with this, or if it's just a reference, the original. I'd be surprised if I don't change anything. Doesn't look changed. I can see or debug if it actually happens. Here, if I load, it changes something to 0, 0, 0. Finds pixel with this value and it changes it. So far so good. Which means, do I need to set image data? Image set image. No, set timeout. How do I to extract the color? This is color extraction, not painting. It explains what's happening. Understood it. I want to change the color. JavaScript canvas change one color to another. Let's look. Get image data. I go over it. I change it. Put image data. He takes the complete thing. Context. Okay, I can also put later. Perfect. Put image data. And yeah. Let's see. Image. Oh, of course. Image data, not the. Second, I have the data. Okay. Image data. Then let data be image data. And we will change image data to just this. Oh, I will iterate just over data. And I might be fixed now. Let's see. Works, but no, there's one more thing I wanna check. If this color is this new color, okay, but if else if there's a pixel with this new color, to change color, new color, okay, blah blah blah. If this is a new color, I will change it to, let's change it to white. What would be interesting? Or would I change it to the original color? Be an idea. Let's see. Now the black enemies would have, yes. Now I can change the color of the enemies. Okay, it's already late. Let's see my game task. I have multiple colors, dynamic colors. I have some animation. So this is done. But now the next task would be enemy levels. I think this was the idea. Enemies. Now scale. Levels every x distance. The factor of x distance away from middle instead of linear. Every level has different color. Let's make it this. Okay. I think I have a working version because of my changes in my detection. I think my test was a bit, is it, dies a little sooner, but not my problem now, and not so relevant. Did I break something? Oh. There's my image. This is just paint stuff. Didn't I? Let me look. This is clear. This is an enemy. This is my try to make it hitting work. This are my new stuff. It's my simple bug fix. This is my, okay, the size of the enemy is not adjustable, which is also bad. Here's no change. I was confused. Yes, I changed this because I don't need to paint an image which I don't have. And this is, I changed to 60, and this is something I didn't commit. Okay, seems fine. Enemy paint, first enemy paint, and sprite version. Let's call it this. Push, I have 2 changes. Let me check one thing quickly. Okay. I think I accidentally repeated a revert command, but I think it didn't change anything. So that's it for today. Let's play one time shortly and see if everything will run, and after that I will end the stream. So one time survive. First I need everything which increases my, not damage, but I need something to increase the enemies I hit, so pierce or multi-shot are the most important. Good speed is also okay. Was multi-shot, now it should come easier. I think the projectiles still don't use the radius but the diameter of the enemies, which make hitting currently easier. I don't know. Currently damage is high enough to one-shot everything. It's one. Do I survive? I think I need to do the HP painting, change it because it's hard to see skill point and stuff. I need to skill. Let's randomly press stuff. Okay. And now let's one just up and see how long I survive. I don't think the enemies get stronger, so they get a little bit stronger currently, but not that much. Maybe movement speed is the best upgrade. Let's see, movement speed, movement speed, movement speed. speed, movement speed, movement speed. Okay, now I'm significantly faster. Maybe I will reach my death sooner. A lot of skill points. Let's find more movement speed without increasing damage at best. Uh, yeah, feels like I have sometimes a bit of slowdown, but as I already generated a lot of the infinite map, it's looking good, I would say. The slowdown, I think, that comes through the passing of so many enemies. Don't know if they already touched me, the enemies, but it at least feels like they survive a few bullets. And also be a good test if I find an infinite case. Enemies surrounded in rocks or trees. We can look out for it. Oh, they're touching me. One touched me. But I have 100 skill points I could use. I don't wanna die soon. Low 800 HP now. It's lagging more and more, I think. One. 100 HP. I did not find the infinite case I was searching for, but we'll find it someday. And last 100 HP. 150 skill points. And I'm dead. This is 29,000 kills. Okay, I end here for today. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.